everybody. It's Jazz Fuzz. It's been a long time since I haven't posted a video. I've just been really busy working and everything. It's 2018. I can't believe it. A year's gone by fast. So, I want to talk about what's been going on in the country. I've been reading and watching TV, what's happening, and Trump is about to be impeached pretty soon. I think the man is in danger too because he's with some very bad people. The Republicans, for some reason, they just don't care about the United States. They just care about their money and just protecting a white man's interests. It's very sad to see that in the country, that at this point we're going backwards. And it's all because of a small group of people who don't understand the foundation of this country. America is all about freedom and growth and being united as one. Ever since Trump become in office, it have been divided and more intense than ever before. As I look up all of this, the one thing I came to my senses was, this is a man who cares about himself, his money, and he doesn't care how bad he damaged the America people. He just cares about his own interests, and he really doesn't care about nothing else. The other crazy thing is he's also going after people of color, women, the LGBT. He's going to people who are different. The veterans, they need, support with medical and all kinds of stuff. He talks so big about the military, but he's not doing anything to help the military, especially the veterans. If it was me being a president, I'd make sure veterans get like college and free homes, a lot of medical, and they should not pay no taxes because they fought for our country. And half of them came back with mental illness and all kinds of stuff. So, he talks so highly about make America great again, but really he's just making America white again. This whole agenda have many different agenda. The main media won't talk about it because they're going to look at facts. They're going to look up data. They're going to look into the policy and politicians. For me, somebody on the street, it's obviously clear what's really happening. One, it makes it very clear that him and a whole bunch of white people want to make this country white again. That is a biggie. And it's only a half of them who wants America to be white. The rest of the white people in this country don't want racism. If anything, they want everybody to come together and be united. If anything, they just want everybody to get along. That's what the whole world wants. They want everybody to get along. But Trump and his administration, who is only have a small fan base of ignorant people and people who are very small-minded, they're trying to please them. When most of the majority in the United States, who are all color across the board, rather be together and work things out. We want clean air, but we don't want the miners' work to go out of work, so we have to find a solution for that. We want to protect the animals, but there's people who just hunt for game instead of eating the animals and stuff. It's very sad. When it comes down to it, I would say most people want to come to agreement, a solution, and problem solving. But you got a man whose only agenda is to make more money for himself, make the country white again. I told my friends that he's trying to build the white empire. Me and my friends had talked about this years ago, that one day there will be a white man who's trying to build the white empire. And Trump was one of them. Build the white empire. And that's what they're trying to do. With the Dreamer Act and the refugees from different countries, they're trying their best not to let no colored people in this country. They're really trying to go back in the 1920s and 1950s, which is terrible, you know? And the Republicans just don't care. I don't think they're afraid of him. I think they just love the fact their imagination of what their country really want, all Christian white people and all the colored people just stay put in where they belong, which is doing hard labor and being maids. Now, granted, maids do get paid a lot of money, but my point is, in their imagination, they just see colored people stick in one place. Because if you see all the things of LGBT, disability people, disabled people, colored people, they have doing great things across the board all over the world and the United States. So they hate the fact colored people were down below to all the way up top. We had an African American president. Nobody in a million years would thought an African American man would be a president. If you want to argue, yes, he was half black and half white. But white people didn't care about that. They just saw a black man. So, in an agenda, I think the Republicans, I think they just want to see America to be white. They want to see colored people be far behind. And Trump is just there to get as much money as possible for himself. And he's trying to throw the whole corruption of the government. I kind of laughed because I knew sooner or later the government was going to fight each other. I just knew. But when Barack Obama was there, they were mad and salty because it was a black man telling them what to do instead of a white man. Now, they got a lunatic in the White House and they're fighting against each other. What makes this even more scarier and sad, that the FBI is fighting against the Republicans and the Russian people, the Russian government. It's just crazy. You know, it's like, I feel sorry for the FBI because their duty is to protect the United States and the Constitution. Here we are, got a bunch of crazy white people protecting a white man because the white man say, oh, is your loyalty good enough for me? Like he's some king. You are a president. And remind you, you're only human. If someone shoot you, you're dead. You're not immortal. And as for the rest of the Republicans, it's obviously clear they don't care to get reelected. They don't care because they're getting millions of dollars off of that big tax break. And they're going to live comfortable. But here's the thing. They're not very smart people. That bill can be overturned. Just like the net neutrality thing. I don't know if they have 51 votes yet. But I hope they do. Because then the internet will still be free. I've been keeping an eye on that. And my Congress people been emailing me and telling me about what's going on. I'm not too deep of politicians and stuff, but this year been crazy. So I'm very alert. And also the crazy thing about the main media didn't talk about all the great things Obama did. Obama made sure the internet was free. He also made sure that troops will always get paid if a government shutdown happened. Obama made sure the Dreamer Act was protected. Obama did a lot of things around the world, but the main media just bashed him because he was a black man. And some people bash him because they didn't feel the effects. Well, I got news for you. For every president that come to the White House, I don't feel any effect. at all. You know what I'm saying? Most people out here, middle class, is working their ass off every day. We don't feel no effects what the presidents do. Certain people do and others don't. But one thing for sure, you're just hoping that your rights are protected. And that's the main thing you absolutely hoping that the government does. But this time, our democracy is in danger. We might be in a war with Russia or a war against ourselves. And then we might be in a war in North Korea. It's like, instead of World War III, we're going World War V. The Republicans, Civil War, Russia, North Korea, and Trump. We're going 5 wars, and they're all not going to be pretty. This is a scary time. When people started to vote for Hillary or Trump, I told my coworkers, I said, this is a scary time. And I know when I talk deep, people think I'm crazy. But some things I sense, I know that something bad is going to happen. And I told my friends this was a scary time. They didn't believe me until now, a year gone past, and they see all this crazy shit that Trump had done. Now they're looking around like, oh my God, what the hell just happened? I never forget, we had a couple Latino people working at our job, and some of them didn't even show up for work. I told them, I said the reason why they have not show up, because Trump said he's going to get rid of them. So they're hiding, or they went somewhere else out of the country, because they know bad stuff is going to happen. And the funny thing was, they were saying Hillary going to put us in war. Look who's trying to put us in war, Trump. I already knew this guy was going to be a liar, a thief, and a cheater. I mean, there was a guy who written about Trump, and I forgot his name, but he wrote about Trump all his life. And Trump is not an honest man. If anything, he's probably worst of the worst people you ever met. His family don't seem to care how it affects a lot of people. Trump don't see this as a real life job. He looks at it like it's a video game. And that's just sad. It is really sad. Because he is affecting a lot of people and the world. He's putting the world in danger, and he's putting us in danger. I should slap every last Republican up in D.C. because I say, you know what? You're making our country in danger. You're about to take our democracy away from the whole United States of America because you're protecting some stupid, idiotic white man. This white man does not care about the country. If anything, when he does get impeached, and his whole posse get impeached, because I hope Mike Pence would not be president. I hope all of them gone. They better not stay here in America, because somebody's going to kill them. I'm just being real honest. He better go to Moscow, since he loved Russia so much. I look at Trump as a traitor and a racist and an idiot, because he went to another foreign country for meddling with our voting. He did not trust American people to vote for him. And a lot of people knew when people were voting, a lot of people knew he was going to lose. There was no doubt in anybody's mind he was going to lose. No doubt. Because his fan base was so small. Very small. Hillary's was huge. Bigger than his. You know? But both sides didn't like neither one of them, so people did not vote. And that's understandable because people have the right to, not vote and vote, But people who didn't vote, they regret it. People who vote for Trump, they regret it. If anything, everybody should know all politicians are crooked, dirty, and they have their own agenda. However, I guess if you vote for a politician, you're hoping they have freaking damn common sense and they have the best interests of the country and not the wealthy people and not the 1% people. You know, because right now, I don't see red and blue. I'm trying to see if someone care about my country. I told my coworkers about this movie called Red Dawn. It's a 1980s movie where Russia took over America. And American people fought back to have America again. They beat Russia and everything. Some of my friends say it sounds like Wolfenstein, you know, the video game. But that was a good movie. You should look it up. But that's exactly what's going to happen if this keeps up. We're going to be in a war with Russia in our own soil. You know, it seemed like there might be spies everywhere in this damn country, which there are. There's many spies. I don't think people know we have all kind of secret spies all over the United States spying America. And America is right back to different countries spying on them. What I'm really hoping at the end, that Putin will get his. I'm hoping he goes to jail and all his posses. Because I'm going to tell you in part 2,